letter of
One person who has worked to overcome barriers to education, employment, and a family life is Smart Eze, a Nigerian who lost his sight in war. In a hospital in Vienna, he learned Braille. Later, he attended university and graduated with a PhD.
What you see on the screen, I feel on the Braille display. So while I am typing on the normal screen, on the normal keyboard, the characters appear on the screen and at the same time on the Braille display, translated into Braille simultaneously.
Smart Eze was employed by the United Nations in 1981 during the International Year of Disabled Persons. A major achievement of that year was the drawing up of the World Program of Action, a guideline for countries in carrying out programs and activities concerning disabled persons. In 1983, the United Nations proclaimed the start of the Decade of Disabled Persons.
In August 1987 in Stockholm, a global meeting of experts was held to review the implementation of the World Program of Action at the midpoint of the United Nations Decade of Disabled Persons. A majority of the experts were disabled persons. In fact, 3/4 of the participating experts were disabled persons themselves of various categories: persons with impaired vision, persons with impaired mobility, and persons with impaired hearing.
The World Program of Action provides the framework for improvement of the status of disabled people. In particular, the right to be represented by disabled people in all planning and implementation of policies concerning disabilities, full integration into society, and access to all the facilities and resources of the community. For blind people, Braille is a door to literacy. From the most complex information to storybooks for children, access to knowledge is the key to equal opportunity for blind people.
Of the earth, or wherever you go. I could yank up those weeds and chop down the dead tree. I am married, and I have 2 children, 2 little daughters. My wife is Austrian. I met her when I was studying at university, and in those days she was a big help for me, and this help has continued today. I am proud of my family, and basically I'm a family man and a happily married man, I should say.